So the movie kick off with these two podcasters trying to come here to meet Dr. Sartain so they can get to Michael. I don't know how he ain't on death row, but regardless, they pull up on him and he's out here in this human chessboard doing absolutely nothing. Like, I thought if you was in for life, they would give you PlayStations. Like, what are they doing out there? So they pull up on Michael and try and get inside his head. But Michael Uno reversed that, cause he start getting upset, cause Michael ain't folding. So he pull out Michael's mask and bro starts turning his head a little bit. That mask be speaking to him like Green Goblin mask to Norman Osborn. So Michael Sellies is tweaking and he just standing there chilling. And this is when bro realized he is not built for this. Cause bro is looking around like he seen a Hawkeye main in Marvel Rivals. So he yells at Mike and in doing so, signs his own name on the death note. So we meet the family of Lori, the GOAT, Ray and Karen, and Allison. We also meet Allison's little squad. Alright, now for the fun stuff. So then we cut to this dude and his pops when they pull up on a bus with a bunch of prisoners walking around like zombies. And this is the bus that Mike was getting transferred on. Had Lori scared out her minds at the sight of him getting transferred. This is definitely how dudes acted when King Von would leave his house. Sweating bullets and refusing to take their eyes off bro. So his pops go to check it out. But when his pops taking too long to come back, he strap up to go look for him. Dude is definitely a Corey Kenshin fan. So then he pulls up on his cop who he swears is dead. So he poke him once to check and he come back to life and scare the mess out of him. If it was me, he'd be gone because you ain't about to scare me when I got a gun in my hand. So then he gets on the bus and slimes out Dr. Sartain. Bro must have thought he had a gold scar on. So bro hops in his whip to skedaddle. The law ain't never catching him. But Michael said, he ain't finna be the only one that don't get away with murder. So he rises up from the back seat and cracks little bro's neck like a king crab leg. And then we could only assume that he just drove off. That boy Mike is free after all those years. You might as well cop your casket early, gang. Cause guess what?
They said I'm free, but he's still doing shit illegal.
So then the cop pulls up to the crashed bus and he find Dr. Sartain laid out in the back of the bus. He's still alive. I guess bro's a super soldier. So then we cut back to the podcasters who are at the gas station trying to hit the toilets. So Mike come in the room while she just chilling taking a dump. And I'm not gonna lie, she already put herself in danger pooping in these public toilets. The amount of viruses that you gonna contract will kill you instantly, bro. So she tells the mysterious man outside the stall that it's occupied and he seems to walk off. But she must have said something like, that's what I thought. Cause bro hit that reverse and walked right back to the stall. When I was in middle school, this is what dudes swore would happen when the ops caught them lacking in the bathrooms. Dudes out here thinking they get a trash can launched at them in the bathroom, bruh. So Mike reach over the stall and drop her some teeth and she start freaking out. But she ain't locked in for real. Those teeth will get you paid bands for real, man. Put them under your pillow, you rich. But regardless, she get up out of there. So she crawls in another stall to get away from Mike and calls for her man to come help her. So he rush in the room and when he come face to face with Michael, he frees up. It's Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul all over again. Her screaming brings him back to reality, so he smacks him with the crowbar. But just like Gunna, he's a whole different person after jail. So he grabs him and starts smacking him against the wall and stuff. Gonna have bro looking like these. So she tries to grab bro's weapon while he's getting his face caved in. But to be honest, she could have just left. Like push to exit, bruh. Get the hell out of there. But she must got smoker lungs cause she don't feel like running today. So Mike continues slapping this dude's head on the stall door, dribbling it off the walls and stuff. Gonna have bro moving like these. So he break open the door with bro's face and then chuck him to the side like some garbage for real. Then he offs the girl crunching her neck like they be crunching them Chili's mozzarella sticks. After that's handled, he goes and gets his mask from the back of the car. The fit is finally complete and Michael is back for good, bro. Bro definitely gonna take that back to school fit pic. So later that night, Michael back in the hood. Bro's fresh off retirement and ready to get busy immediately. So he starts walking towards his first victim's crib, ready to slime someone out tonight. Dudes hear his theme song and know it's raps for them. So Michael go and grab himself a hammer. It's no KitchenAid cutlery, but it'll do. So bro walks up in the crib and gets to beating on this woman that went off camera. Bro wish it was still the 1970s. After that's done, he go and switch it out for a nice little knife. So then he walks through the crib and stops at the baby crib. My stomach dropped through my cheeks when I saw this. I couldn't believe he was about to do that. But he keeps it pushing. Bro would actually prefer an opponent that can fight back. So then Mike pull up on the next crib. Bro hitting different cribs like he a wet bandit. So bro walked to the window to check out how good his mask look on him. The huz might be looking at the costume. So then this girl go to close her blinds when Michael come out the back cuts of her house and come over and stab her through the neck. So we pull up to the party where Allison and the boys are going to be spending the night. Except for Vicky, who's stuck at home babysitting. She better watch out for another killer that's walking around. And Allison get her heart crushed because she seen her man cheating on her. And dudes on Twitter will swear it's only black people. Vicky starts making out with her man while she's waiting for the squad to pull up. And Julian interrupt because someone in the crib with them. It better not be KSI, otherwise he gonna have people wanting to tear their ears off their head. So Vic come back upstairs to tuck bro back in, and then she go to close the closet door, but it's not budging, so she open it only to get cut down by Micheal Myers. So she hit Mike with a chair and then try and run off, but slip and eat shit. She gonna be making this face for the rest of her life. But that life is coming short because Michael pull her in the room and stab her back out. Then the feds pull up to the crib to come investigate the whole house. You would think they'd be moving like this, breaking doors and windows all in the house. Mike is definitely one of America's most wanted, bro. You think they'd be using more urgency. So the cop uncovers Vicky's body, and Lori is out there aiming at the entire house looking for Michael in there. So she spots Michael through one of the windows and looks at him like he was a bad kid in the kindergarten class. Bro's name was definitely in the red at the end of the day. So she goes to pop him, but he ain't even real. So he walks out the crib with Lori hot on his tail. And the cop found the boyfriend's body who came upstairs to help out earlier, but he's done. He's done for. So we cut to Oscar and Allison walking home after Cameron just cheated on her. So this dude Oscar tries to make a move on her because this is low-key his opportunity. Definition of feeding on leftovers. They have my boy moving like a raccoon in this movie. So then he sees Mike in the backyard and starts pouring all his life problems out to him. Dudes will never fail to tell people things they don't want to hear. So Mike teleports in front of him and starts mean mugging him, breathing heavy the whole time. This a clear warning that you about to get beat down. So Mike disappears with the light again, and when he reappears, he gets straight to violence. Gonna have bro looking like a human butt cheek. So Mike starts walking bro down, chasing him across the yard, probably looking like this. So Mike catches up to him, could low-key be an Olympic level race walker. So he stabs his back out, causing him to fall on the gate and get impaled. And then Allison come back to go check on bro, and she just seems to be completely uninterested with the fact that bro is dead. Loudest "I don't want you" I've ever heard. So then Mike step into frame and mean mug, and she just immediately gets scared and blitz. She gotta be getting that L Mans award. Dudes will swear to you that they tight as family, but then when the time really comes for them to be a homie, they'll leave you out to dry. So the cops pull up to come take Allison to Granny's house after her encounter with Michael. And at Granny's house, they're ready to strap up and put Michael down. They got an old woman and a housewife on the team, but alright. We've definitely seen worse squads than this before. So we cut to Mike walking down the street, and this is the same street that Hawkins and them are coming down. And as they're hitting the corner, they spot Mike casually walking on the sidewalk. And the cop wastes no time, he about to mow Mike down, bro. I low-key thought he was gonna pull a Jason and stop the whole car, break it down. But nah, he get hit at full speed with that car and get laid the hell out. Damn, dude just got laid out. So when they pull up to confirm the kill, the doctor go ahead and try and save Michael and kill the cop. And then bro stabs him a few more times and kills him. Was anybody surprised? Regardless, it was a twist, but let's see what he does next.
Level up. Can I see you as my crush? I will not trust. Teddy for I don't want love.
I can guarantee you with full confidence that this tomfoolery will have consequences. So a little bit later down the road, the doctor stops to hear Michael talk a little bit far away from Lori's house. But then Michael regains consciousness, and the first thing he gets to doing is stomping the back of Dr. Sartain's head in. My boy Mike will not be tolerating any disrespect on his name. So Allison gets away, and to be honest, Michael don't seem to care. Getting back for this is way more important. So after looking down at this fat embarrassment for a little longer, he crushes his head like a watermelon. So after that's done, Ray come outside to ask where his daughter at. He sees this jack-o'-lantern thing through the window. And when he opened the car door up, he see that someone did made a science project out of these two cops. This the kind of motivation Art the Clown needed to kick off his career. Then Mike comes up from behind him and snaps his neck with, I don't even know what that thing is. So then after 40 years, him and Lori come back face to face once again. And Mike wastes no time breaking through the windows and slamming her head against the door. Giving people CTE is his favorite activity. So Lori blows Mike's fingers clean off. He one missing leg away from being a full-blown pirate. So Michael breaks in and Lori start Call of Duty clearing the entire house, waiting for this dude to show his face. So then we cut to this mannequin room where Michael busts out and fight and get to breaking out. He pins Lori on the wall with a shotgun, and then Lori puts her fingers in his eye. She pulls out the blade, but he weaves that crisply, grabs the knife, and then bends it to his will and stabs her instead. Then he picks up her chin, told her to look at me real quick. So Lori does the only move she can make and bites his hand. Hit him with that Goku counterattack. That pisses Michael off, so he grabs her by her head and then throws her off the balcony. So as Michael goes to look at his victim, he gets interrupted by Allison coming in the house. But screw all that, he gotta hit his emote after that knock. So he turns around to soak it in some more, but he sees that Lori copying his wave, disappearing from the spot and stuff.
He copied my whole fucking flow! Word for word, bar for bar!
So Mike goes downstairs to hunt down the rest of the family. And he tracks them down to the kitchen and starts to move the island, which is where the bunker is, where they're hiding. So he breaks it, and then Karen steps up to defend her whole family. So she starts acting scared to get Michael to show himself. And we know Michael can smell when there's bee in the air. So he steps out and she uses that opportunity to hit him clean in the neck. His entire body recoiled from that, bruh. So Lori comes out the darkness, once again stealing bro's flow, and then cuts him. He gets up, hits her, and hits her again, and then that causes her to hit him with a pan 2 times. Got my boy doing wall sits right now. And you know after that headshot, he not functioning correctly. So he falls down in the cellar, and now everybody's gonna get up out of there. But Mike gets up to grab Karen. He definitely gotta clip her after that massive violation to his. But Allison interrupts and cuts him down. Don't worry, Karen, your time's still coming. So they lock Mike in the bottom of the cell and then explain that it's a trap instead of a cage. So they light the crib on fire and watch as Michael burns in the cage.